All right, welcome back. This video segment right now is the recorded version. We were doing a live trying to show you guys the glamorous van life, but it wasn't so glamorous because video kept cutting out. I'm getting really bad signal in this area because I'm obviously out in the middle of nowhere, sort of. It's a really beautiful park, but signal is terrible over here. But when I do park here, sometimes, I have like a whole bunch of spots I go to. But these are the kind of spots I like to park at, just simply because they're relaxing. Even though I'm kind of in a stressful situation because I'm not in the van by choice, I'm kind of forced into it. I still try to make the best of it by always trying to find locations where I can chill and check out nature, such as over here at this spot. Now, I showed you guys previously on the live stream, but it might have dropped out, so I wanted you to see what it really looks like. And it is an absolutely stunning view out here. I don't know if you can see that. It's very serene. You can hear the birds and the other animals. Look at that. The water is crystal clear today. Matter of fact, we might go for a little walk. I do have to finish putting up my curtain, but that's only going to take a few minutes. I don't think you guys really need to see me do the curtain. Basically, I just need to straighten out that curtain rod, hammer, put a hole in it, screw it into place, and it'll be done. And if you really want to see me doing that stuff, I think you can watch the van build video from previously. You'll see how I originally did it. I discussed how I would, put the rod on it. But you can see the van is all decked out. Looks really nice. There is I guess you'd call that a dock that you can go out on and get a really good view. Maybe we'll go take a little walk out there just so you guys can see what it's like. This water that we're looking at is actually a river. It's the Indian River. And then that landmass that you see right there, that is Merritt Island. And then beyond Merritt Island, there's another body of water, a river. It is the Banana River. And then beyond that, there's another strip of land that's called the Barrier Islands. If you were with me on the live stream, that's what we were on last night. We were on the Barrier Islands over at Port Canaveral. And right over there, what you're looking at are the buildings for NASA where they do the rocket launches and stuff, where they assemble and put things together. That building that you see with the little orange speck, I don't know if I can zoom in here. See that building with the orange right there? I know it's all fuzzy and stuff. That is the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Center. And that's where they have the actual space shuttle Atlantis. And that orange thing is a mock-up of the booster rocket that they use for the space shuttle. I'm going to try to cut through this area, even though it could be a little bit unsafe. But we're going to go for a little walk. Hopefully nobody messes with my van out there. But we're going to go for a little walk and then come back. I'll try to come back before it gets dark because I do need to put my curtains up. But I'm hoping to just do part, of the curtain, just one rod instead of both rods, and putting the new rod in with the old one. But look how clear this water is tonight. You can't even see the water. See how it's so clear? But there was a dead stingray over there, which makes me sad. I wonder if it was the same one that was swimming up here previously. This water looks clear, but then we have dead animals. I saw a dead fish the other day. Oh, here's a horseshoe crab. This is a dead horseshoe crab. I don't know if you guys have ever seen horseshoe crabs, but they're becoming very rare. This one's missing the whole body. But if you've never seen a horseshoe crab, this is what they look like. I wonder if I should collect this for my son. I might take it for my son. It is a horseshoe crab, and normally I wouldn't mess with it. You'd let it live, and it basically scurries along on the bottom of the water. Something is killing all the animals here. I don't know what's killing everything. I think I might go ahead and try to take this horseshoe crab and save it for my son. So let me do that. All right, continue on with our walk. We are just walking along the river. Well, actually, this is the dock that they have here. Isn't that just like scenic? Look how beautiful that is. See the fish jumping out of the water? That means there's something under there chasing it. Now, we might get lucky and see a dolphin or something come up, but I'm a little concerned because I saw a dead fish the other day, and we just saw the dead horseshoe crab, which means this water might be polluted even though it looks clear. It's like super, super clear, but when you're seeing things floating up dead in it, that's not good. Or it could be the cold. You know, it could just be the cold is killing stuff. I know they don't want you to climb on the rocks because it's kind of dangerous. It says danger, keep off the rocks. Because they are dangerous. You could fall. They move. But they just added these rocks, I think. I think they brought these rocks here recently. So this is what the water looks like. It's not very deep at all. It's probably about 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep at the most in this area. I see some kind of metal pipe out there. I don't know if you can see little trails in the bottom. That means some kind of animal, maybe fish or something, was moving around. That's what makes those trails, or possibly the waves, the way the current flows. Now I notice it's not as clear here. What's interesting is I don't see fish swimming around. Normally, with this kind of area, you should be seeing fish, but I don't see any. And the fish that we did see were dead, except for the ones we saw. We did see some jumping, so they're not all dead. But normally, when you're on a dock like this, in this river, you should be seeing fish swimming around. And I don't see them. We're almost at the end here. I don't know if you can see the moon is up. See that moon in the sky? There's our friend Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon right there. Beautiful, beautiful moon. And we got an airplane flying by. Birds. Yeah, those of you who were with me the other night on the car ride, that is the Merritt Island that we got lost on, and I was taking the wrong way, and I was heading on the road that runs on Merritt Island. It's called Courtney Parkway. I think they call it the Vehicle Assembly Building right there, that big tall building. I'm not sure if that's what it is. And the building with the orange there, if I can show it in the distance here, if I can find it. To the right of that. Okay. I don't know if you can see that orange, that spot right there where my finger is, kind of. Going out of focus here. I'm having a hard time focusing at this distance. But anyhow, that is the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Center complex. And that orange thing is a mock-up of the booster rocket for Atlantis. This water is clear, but I don't see... I don't see any manatees or anything. I'm basically looking for bubbles and ridges in the water. I wonder if the cold killed everything, or a lot of stuff, or if the water is just polluted. Of course, now that we have video, we're still dropping out because it's going out of focus. Ah, some fish finally. I don't know if you can see the fish in the water. If I can get it to focus here. It's having issues with focusing. The glare. Yeah, this... Actually, the water's kind of cloudy. The water looks out of focus. Not the water, but the... just me looking with my bare eyes, everything looks out of focus. It's weird, but I don't know if you can see that little light spot over there in the water. That's a reflection of the moon up above. And it's weird on here because the moon's actually pretty big, but on this video, the moon looks tiny. The moon is out. I see something jumped up. Anyhow, I am going to go ahead and go work on the curtain for the window, the rear window, to try to fix that before it gets dark. And then I got to head out to find a parking spot for the night. But as I was saying in the other video, it's important to try to get out and find cool spots wherever you are like this. Some kind of park or nature area where you can just go and relax and just chill. Because if you spend your entire time when you're in a van, sitting in a Walmart parking lot, you're gonna get yourself really depressed. Don't do that. Get out, explore. You know, Google parks near me or things to see and do in your town, whatever town you're in. Just Google things to see and do. Or you can even Google free things to see and do so that you can find stuff to do that doesn't cost any money. This park doesn't cost any money to get here. It does close at night. So, just looking here and see if I see any creatures of any sort, and I don't see anything. Anyhow, I am going to go ahead and sign out. I am going to go ahead and go work on the curtains. I don't think you guys really need to see me putting it together. It's just going to consist of me straightening out the beam, punching a hole in it, and screwing it into the side of the van. But you'll probably see the results later on a future video when I'm inside the van because the curtain won't be falling down. So look at the reflections, and it turns out it was birds flying overhead. It's pretty cool. I thank you all for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like this channel, share it. And if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please be safe. Bye-bye now.